Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back with another brand new video for you guys only. Yeah, get ready. Because this video is going to be interesting one. Alright, let me mention another fun fact here. This video is the most requested video of all the time. So you guys better get prepared for it. Alright? Yeah, we are starting. I'm preparing myself for it because this is going to be a long video and a heavy discussion one, alright? First of all, let me give you guys a hint. This video is going to be about Yoko's contract and everything. Yeah. That's why that's why I'm saying get prepared. First of all, let me go through one by one. Let's talk about it. As far as I know, entertainment industry's contract is the most toxic one out there. Yeah, artist contract is basically like slavery contract. Yeah, I know it sounds bitter, but it's actually bitter, trust me. First of all, I actually have few knowledge here and there about it, that's why I'm kind of talking about it. But in throughout the whole discussion, if I say something wrong, if you feel like I'm saying something wrong, feel free to correct me. All right, because I don't want to put any false information or wrong information here. All right, first of all, as far as I know, any artist's new contract basically lasts up to 3 to 5 years, right? The standard timeline actually for 3 years. Yeah, like when any artist first sign their contract, it's actually, yeah, last up to 3 years. Yeah, and 3 years the contract actually includes loads of clause out there, right? They can, yeah, now let me talk about it. Basically they can control your body weight, they can control your hair length even. Yeah, now talk about that. This is why I'm saying entertainment industry literally has the worst and toxic contract out there. You can't even think about it, how much toxic is it. Then of course they are gonna control your whole life, social life even. Yeah, they are going to control what you are going to say, what you're going to wear, and what your public appearance, public personality would be. Yeah, they actually manage and control your personality as well. Yeah, this is that much toxic. Now let's talk about Yoko's one specifically, right? I'm not quite sure about it, I'm not specifically saying it confirmly, but I'm just assuming as the basis of every artist almost. Yeah, the first contract actually lasts up to 3 years. Yeah, now if you count about it, last year gone, and this year 2025 is still continuing, and then we got another year. Yeah, the next year. So maybe Yoko's contract is going to finish in 2026, if I'm not wrong. But bro, if the contract is gonna be 5 years, then it's end. But if you are going to ask me, I don't think the contract actually lasts up to 5 years. Maybe it's standard, right? Standard up to 3 years. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Now, guys, the most toxic and the most pathetic part clause of the contract is, do you wanna know it? Allow me to say it. If during those 3 years any artist want to, terminate their contract, they have to literally pay a huge amount of cash to the company, which I think is kind of fair and is kind of unfair as well, right? Yeah, if any artists are kind of facing any kind of issue and they are trying to, terminate their contract, they have to pay a big sum of money, they have to pay a big amount of money to the prospective authority, to the prospective agency, company, whatever you say it. Yeah. And another horrible and pathetic clause. I know that some of you actually know it, but those who don't know about this, I'm actually discussing this for those who doesn't know, right? Another major clause here is, if supposedly Yoko somehow terminates her contract this year somehow in 2025, and she, let's say, she actually pays big amount of money to Nine Star, but guess what, some contract has this clause that that particular artist can't work under any company for the certain period of time. Let's say it can be 1 year or 2 year or more than that. Yeah. Even if Yoko somehow terminates her contract from Nine Star, she is still wouldn't be able to work under any company. Yeah. She can't sign any contract under any kind of agency, any kind of company out there. Basically, she has to go through this idle period. Yeah. And throughout the whole contract, I find this clause right here, this clause right here, is the most pathetic and horrible one. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on. If, as I said, suppose Yoko actually pays big amount of money to Nine Star, still she won't be able to work under any company for the certain period of time. It could be 1 year, it could be 6 months, even it could be 2 years, and so and so. Yeah, this is the most pathetic part right here. Now, if you are going to ask me, then why Yoko actually signed this kind of toxic contract, I have logic for that. See, lots of artists are there, they are trying to find new work and so. And Yoko was kind of a newcomer. I wouldn't say she was a newcomer for the industry, because you guys know she was a child actress since the very beginning. She's been doing works here and there in this industry, entertainment industry, but she hasn't landed on any major project yet. Up until Nine Star actually decided to, sign her for a major role, lead role actually, lead actress. So maybe that's why she didn't think about this much, and I'm pretty much sure she didn't know back then that how much shippy Nine Star going to be. So maybe that's why she was kind of desperate for work, and she was getting the lead actress role and every other stuff if you think about it. And that's why maybe Yoko signed the contract right there and then. Now you can ask me about phase one. Why Faye actually didn't sign this kind of toxic contract, right? Remember one thing. Faye has been in this industry for so freaking long. Of course, she knows every piece and bit out there. Yeah. I think somehow Faye's contract was much more flexible than Yoko's one. Yeah. That's how she could just got out from that company like that. But as for Yoko, it is another scenario. It's way too different case, right? Yeah, yeah. Hopefully you got it, because a lot of people are blaming on Yoko that why she is not terminating her contract from Nine Star and every source of other stuff. Just think about it deeply. All right. First of all, suppose Yoko pays this amount of money, a big chunk of money, a big amount, a big cash to Nine Star. But still, according to her contract, she is still won't be able to work under any agency. Yes. I know this is horrible, I know this is pathetic, but it is what it is. Yeah. And most of the new artists actually signed the contract because they are on the cloud nine, and every other stuff, like they are getting work, they immediately gets happy, and that's why they immediately sign the contract right there and then. Yeah. And as I said, this is the most horrible thing could happen with any artist. Hopefully I was successful to explain this whole thing out. As I said, if I have said something wrong according to you, please feel free to correct. And again, I'm not saying this is 1000% truth. This is how Western contract is. I actually have loads of knowledge about it. That's why I decided to speak about it. Hopefully you guys got it. Please don't blame me or don't come after me after this video. I just put here my logic and my theory. All right, hope you guys would understand this, and please, as I said, if I said something wrong according to you, feel free to correct me on the comment section. All right, so yeah, this was all it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this video was some sort of helpful one. Yeah, hopefully you guys like this one. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and of course do like, comment, share, and do subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon, very, very soon, with new update, with new video. All right, till then, take care and keep smiling. I'll see you guys soon, very, very soon. All right, don't go anywhere, stay here. I'll see you guys soon.